Movies based on video games, a category that was created to tell stories in a way that video games couldn't, and also tell video game stories in a cinematic format. Not to tell stories just for the sake of telling stories, but telling stories in a way that wouldn't be possible in gaming. Usually, these movies based on games are mostly authentic to the source material, expanding on the lore and adding to their stories, and also hiring fan cast or fan favorite actors to play their video game counterparts, like in the case of Jean Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia in the first Street Fighter movie. In some cases, the initial look of the adaptation is terrible, like with the case of Sonic the Hedgehog. The first look was so bad that Paramount went to the drawing board, completely changed and reworked the CGI look of Sonic, and what we got was far, far and miles better from what we saw in the first teaser. And now, it's the most successful video game movie franchise. This is what happens when studios listen to fans. They make money. Thank God we didn't get this one. The same thing happened with the Mario movie in 2023. People were very concerned with Chris Pratt playing the role of Mario, but fans were put to ease when Chris Pratt said, "We should respect the fans and the source material." This did not go well with media shills who like to attack fans for not accepting politics and liking anything that's even remotely good. And as a result, the movie made over $1 billion at the box office. Fans were finally happy to see a Mario movie that was accurate to the source material, not the terrible John Leguizamo movie. FYI, he didn't like Chris Pratt either. Makes you wonder. We can also count the first season of The Witcher 2019 starring Henry Cavill, but it was based more on the book by Andrei Sapkowski. I hope I spelled that right. Wait a minute. Yeah, Andrei Sapkowski. It was good, and it also had inspired elements from the 2015 video game The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's a great game. The Minecraft movie was a mess from a screenplay point of view, but the actors like Jason Momoa and Jack Black did their best, and VFX artists did a pretty great job with creating game accurate visuals. Although I still believe that Hollywood made the movie in such a way about not how it is to play Minecraft, but in a way how it feels to watch streamers play Minecraft. And I can't blame them because those streamers get millions of views. If you try to get the point of what I'm trying to say. No? Okay, let's move on. As a result, the Minecraft movie made 900 million at the box office. Next, the Mario movie sequel. It was okay, and it also made money at the box office. Along with the new Sonic movie sequel, it was also great. And with that, we now come to Resident Evil. Seriously, if any video game franchise was tailor made for a movie cinematic universe, it would be Resident Evil. From interesting characters, ever expanding lore, terrifying villains, and of course, Leon Kennedy. This video game franchise is still the most deserving video game franchise to have a movie dedicated and complementing to its interesting narrative. Just look at Requiem. Its story is still 1000 times better than most movie stories released in the past 10 years. And somehow these Hollywood still messes it up. And it messes them up big time. First, with the Mila Jovovich movies starting from 2002, directed by her husband Paul W.S. Anderson. The first movie had the essence and production design nailed of the Resident Evil universe. The visuals were interesting. The second movie had also great design, including that of Nemesis. The design of Nemesis in Resident Evil Apocalypse was perfection. But the story of these movies, they sucked. They No, they really sucked. It seems like, which is also the case, that after the third movie, they stopped even remotely looking like something from the Resident Evil games and just made it like a mess, like a mishmash or combination of Mad Max and The Walking Dead parody ripoffs. They never had a planned story or anything and were just making stuff up as they went. The last movie got successful, and that's why they made the next one. Which, to be honest, a horror movie always becomes successful, no matter how terrible they are. But since they were, making money, they kept going. The 2021 Welcome to Raccoon City was bad. but at least they tried to tell a lore accurate story inspired by the first two games in the series. The less said about the live action series released on Netflix the same year, the better. Believe me, never have I ever seen such a nonsensical woke pile of hot diarrhea. This series felt like it was made by two brain cell blue hair feminists rather than actual competent filmmakers who have played the game. Seriously, what the hell is even this? What the fuck? The CGI animated movies were doing pretty great though. They looked like they were being made with the intent to expand the lore in the video games, and also it looked like the people who were making them actually loved Resident Evil, including the Infinite Darkness show released on Netflix also in 2021. How the hell could Netflix release one is good, one is shit? Seriously, what the And so, after 2021, it seemed that Resident Evil couldn't and doesn't seem to work in live action. Fans finally found hope when Zack Cregger, the director of Weapons and Barbarian, was announced as the new director for a new Resident Evil film. They got their hopes pretty high, but then Zack Cregger dropped the bomb. He said, and I quote, "It's not gonna be at all like Barbarian and Weapons. This is a story that I would have wanted to write whether I got the IP or not." Comparing the film to Evil Dead 2, so he would have told his own story whether he got the IP or not. Well, I have mixed feelings regarding this. I know he's a great director and he's going to make a great movie. The teaser looks promising and gives the feeling of survival horror and mixed with a few essence of action. It will follow the character of Austin Abrams, who attempts to deliver a cargo when everything goes wrong and he has to survive a viral outbreak of infected monsters. Truth be told, I think this will be the best live action Resident Evil movie ever made. Zack has proven that he is a competent director and a writer with movies like Barbarian and Weapons. The movie visually looks and feels great, all credit to cinematographer Darius Wolski, who has worked on great movies in the past and is a competent cinematographer. Everything is great. I just wished we got a story that is accurate to the video games and has character from those video games. No hate to anyone working on the movie. Zack Cregger and Austin Abrams are going to make a great movie. I hope this movie is a success critically and commercially, and we finally get a much more game accurate story in the sequel. Thank you.